this is Renee Stanley from Movie Review Relay, and today we're talking about Scandal, Season 5, Episode 18. Hopefully I've got it right, because you guys know I don't always get the episodes right. It's a lot of different characters and TV shows and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here we go. Scandal opens with a little young boy. He looks maybe about 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10. All right, maybe 7, 8. I don't know. All right, so the young boy is playing with his toys on the porch of his home. You assume it's his home. Beautiful little country home. It looks like in a suburb. I should say suburban home, not country, but suburban home. And on the inside, in the background, you hear a lot of violent arguing. And you must assume it was his parents arguing back and forth. It seems like it's going to be a very violent situation inside. So the boy is using the porch to escape the violence. Okay, fine, that happens a lot. And at first, when I saw this, I was getting ready to say, I'm on the wrong channel. Because I didn't expect them to start off exactly like this. You know how you flip over on something else, because most of you know I watch a couple of shows. Alright, the scene then shifts over to Olivia's bedroom inside of Papa Pope's house. And he's kept her bedroom just like it was when she was maybe in grade school or whatever. It's very cute. But it's for a younger woman, a younger girl. Okay, that's fine. So Olivia is recuperating from her murder spree. It really wasn't a murder spree, but anyway, from her moment of insanity, crime of passion, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so she then wakes up, and of course, Papa Pope, everybody's trying to console her about what she did was okay. You know, it's all right to kill people, it's fine. And then Jake is there, of course, because it's Papa Pope's house. Jake is still living there, because they're planning something, Papa Pope and Jake, all right. Then you see a flashback of young Jake Ballard. And into the flashback, you see Papa Pope, Joe Morton, and they're all dressed as if well, Papa Pope has no wig. So it's like they're trying to make him 20 years younger, let's say. You know, his hairline isn't quite as receded. And Jake is, I guess, supposed to look younger, but he's all beat up and everything because Papa Pope beats him to a pulp, and he has other people beat him, and they're trying to break him down. Evidently, he was a Navy soldier, and he was from a very abusive family. We find out the little boy on the porch with the parents in the background arguing was Jake's home, you know, the home he grew up in. And his real name is Pete Harris. It really isn't Jake Ballard. Okay. So I think the point is of this whole segment, because they flash back and forth between the current scandal, which is Jake getting married to Vanessa. Remember the wedding is Sunday? They moved it all up and everything, okay? And then they flash it back and edit it in his time with Joe Morton's character, which is Papa Pope. And Papa Pope is breaking down psychologically and physically until he accepts Joe Morton as his new father and the B613 as his new family, right? But you know how I guess they say in psychology you have to break people down mentally first and then physically. So he's all beat up. Papa Pope is talking about how he let his father beat his mother. Domestic violence was all throughout the family. And the father then molested the sister. So he's saying all these things to make Jake feel guilty about not going back and killing his father after his father was such an evil man. Here it is many years later, and this is what's happened. This young man is carrying the burdens of maybe a young child, you know. Nothing he could have done as a young child, right? When you're a little kid like that and your parents are arguing. Alright, so, in the meantime, as I said, they're going back and forth between different time periods. We go to the wedding preparations for Vanessa, and I have to tell you, they show Vanessa walking down the aisle. She looks absolutely beautiful, okay? Absolutely. The church looks absolutely beautiful. Whoever decorated these scenes at Scandal, kudos. Beautiful set, beautiful setting. Oh, alright, so anyway, Olivia's sitting in the back of the church. Yeah, she's going to the wedding even after she made love with Jake, and they talked about, why are you getting married? You shouldn't do it. You don't really love her, But Olivia's sitting in the back of church waiting for the wedding to start. She's going to do something, I guess. I guess they had a plan, her and Quinn and Huck. Olivia's sitting in the back of the church. Here comes Papa Pope sitting right next to her, next to Olivia. He comes and sits next to her and he says to her, quietly but very sternly, this wedding better go off without a hitch. if you're planning something, you and your associates, you know, talking about helping Gwen, you better not try it, because I will slit Jake's throat. All right, so Olivia's of course scared, but she knows her father will do that. He's not just talking. Yeah, he will do that stuff, okay? He's no joke. All right, so the wedding starts to proceed. She meets Jake very briefly and says to him, go ahead and get married because I'm really in love with the president. She's still fixing things anyway, right? Even though she's not the fixer anymore, but she's still fixing things. Okay, so he says, what happened? I thought you wanted me to kind of leave her and you and I would get back together. And she says, no, I really love the president. You're like second best. All right, so Olivia's fixing that. And yes, the wedding does go off without a hitch. It is the most beautiful wedding on television this season so far. Okay, really, really nicely done. Then we flash back to Jake and his initiation with the B613, which is Joe Morton's character, Papa Pope. And Papa Pope now has made him hate his father so much. Jake gets into his full dress Navy uniform, goes over to his old house. I guess his father must still be alive, evidently, because I think they said his mother died, and shoots his father mercifully, I guess, point blank, without warning, because the father comes in, hey, what are you doing here, da 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 da. And when he shoots him, of course he's in a white Navy uniform, so he's all blood splattered now. Okay, he drives back to Papa Pope's house. Papa Pope hugs him, you know, like my son, you know, you're my son. You know, he hugs him and then he says to him, welcome to B613. I guess that was his initiation to kill his father, right? His real father, and now Joe Morton is the new father. Kind of like the Godfather kind of thing. Yeah, that reminds you of the Godfather. Or I should say, it reminds you how these, in the mafia movies, they had these made men. You had to kill somebody to get made somebody, you know, something, or do some big deed for the chief, you know, for the head, you know. We find out that Jake is being groomed for the vice presidency, right? And he's going to be running with Edison Davis. Remember? So Papa Pope has all of these people in the grand scheme of things. I guess he's trying to control everybody. They're going to all owe him because he's putting them all in a position where they could win the election. So Papa Pope's putting all of these guys, Edison Davis, the president, he's the top of the ticket. And then you got Jake, he's going to be the vice president, or you know, that's the way it's looking. So they're going to all be running against the team that Olivia has, Olivia's team Melly, and they also have team Elizabeth, which is Susan Ross, and then Cyrus has Vargas, right? So there's 4 teams now. There were 3, I guess there's 4 candidates. All right, so we're going to see what happens next week, right? So until we meet again, it's your name Stanley for Movie Review Reelz.